The views and opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily represent those of NCTV, its officers and volunteers, or Cox Cable or Frontier Communications, their employees, or the town of Newington, its elected officials or employees. The producer of this program is solely responsible for its content.
Could you believe it?
Look at that. We're on television.
We are live right now on your NCTV
television.
14 on television. That's us right there. If it's, and what time is it? Okay, if it's about 5 after 7 on Monday night, the 4th of June. And if it's, that means that we're live. You know, why not? We came here. We were live when we walked in. Are you still live?
I think so.
We're still live. If you're watching this at any other time.
This chair is doing things to me. I don't know if I'll be alive by the end of the
If anything happens to the mayor and the chair does something to him, just look down. I don't know. Who's the deputy mayor now?
It's Beth Del Buono.
Okay, let's hope you're okay.
I keep telling her she's a heartbeat away.
Oh, my gosh. I'm Steve Parker. He's your mayor, Roy Zartarian. I'm Mr. Z.
Hey.
Roy, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. I've been seeing you out and about all over town, huh?
It's been a busy couple of weeks, you know.
Yeah, well,
it really has.
I don't know how you do it. Did you go to, were you at Motorcycle Madness? You weren't.
You better believe it.
You were? Really? Did you pick out the mayor's bike?
I left that to more expert judges than but I let them know my preferences.
You know what really surprised
Classic
me?
Harleys, big classic Harleys.
Did you see that young woman? I think she was very not that big at all, and she had a huge blue and white Harley.
Oh yeah.
The girl with the blonde hair, and she pulled right up, just holding that monster bike up there.
Yep.
A lot of women riding those things.
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite the thing these days.
Oh, yeah.
That was a wonderful event.
But I understand we had thousands of people too. It's quite
Lots
a
of
turnout.
people, lots of bikes,
Yeah.
good food,
Ice cream.
ice cream.
The new shed.
That's right. And good music from Savage Brothers.
Oh, aren't they?
They're
phenomenal.
good. They're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
They're good. Yeah, it was a good night. It was a good night. No Hell's Angels this year, though. I kept looking.
Were you wearing your leather?
No, I was going. There was one vendor who would do the leathers and put a patch on to order. I was thinking about getting that for my electric scooter.
Okay, I saw the electric scooter in the parade.
Yes.
In the Memorial Day parade.
That was a great parade.
Yeah, you came flying up and almost crashed through our entire setup for
That
Channel
was
14.
intentional. I wanted to see if you people were awake.
Oh yeah, we were awake. Yeah, we said, "Here he comes." We kept you right on camera. Make sure you got your
That's right.
15 seconds.
That's right. And I was giving out the candy and everything else.
What a great parade.
It was a nice parade.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the biggest in the region.
Really? Yeah. And it went for like an hour and a half. I think.
Yeah.
A good long run.
And then we had the ceremony at the town hall afterwards.
And how did that go?
That went very well, as always. The committee always does a bang-up job. We had the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, High School Key Club, high school musicians, all the veterans organizations, the singing seniors from the senior center provided the songs, and it was just a great event.
Yeah.
It was a moving event honoring. This time around, Memorial Day is when we commemorate those who've fallen.
And 30 from Newington, right?
There were 30, yeah.
Amazing.
World War I through Vietnam. So,
Yeah, that was
30 too many.
And I'll tell you, the folks here at Channel 14, they always do an amazing job on the parades.
They do.
They work so hard.
Parade, they did the Memorial Day ceremony.
All over the place.
Yep.
Yep.
Can't keep them down.
Yeah, I think, Patty Foley did an incredible job. We kept her up on the roof of, she volunteered to be up on the roof of one of the trucks.
Yeah, I saw her.
Oh my God, we're really lucky she made it. It had fans hitting her and everything. I mean, like fans, like blowing wind.
Yeah, that was a hot day.
Oh man, I know. And we were, Bob Newbold helped us out, which we always try to have somebody in the parade that knows
Yep.
who's in the parade.
Yeah.
And Bob's good that way. But yeah, a lot of good positive things happening here in town, and that's what we go looking for. And of course, we had the Chamber Awards the other night. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But we got guests tonight. Guests.
We do have guests. You arranged these lovely young ladies to join us, so why don't you speak to that?
Well, you know, I work at WTIC.
Yes.
And one of our stellar newscasters over there is Chris he likes me to say DiFrancesco. I know his daughter likes to say DiFrancesco, but he says DiFrancesco. And actually on the radio, he's really Chris Francis. And because, you know, that's what happens with radio. They kind of grab your name like that. But I'll tell you, he came up to me and he said, Steve, my daughter, Audrey's in this great play they're doing in Newington, and, Willy Wonka, the whole thing. What can we do? I said, bring her in. He said, really? So we're happy to have her in the studio, and she, of course, very, very shy girl. Do we have her over there? Okay, there she is.
Is she hiding her face?
Yeah, I was trying to see her over there. Okay.
No, she's not.
And she was very, very
shy. They both
shy.
have these big, beautiful smiles.
As soon as we opened the microphone, she got out of control. She has been in 23 shows.
Oh, my goodness.
Right? And you're 10 years old, right? 23 shows.
Wow.
Have they all been with Newington Children's Theater?
Yes.
They've done that many shows?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then next to her, we have Bella.
Yes.
And Bella plays Veruca.
Yes.
You're Veruca. Audrey's Violet in Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. And, of course, who's this woman here? Romana.
Yes.
And you're Bella's mother.
Yes, and I'm also a board member for NCTC.
Okay, so how long has NCTC been around? The Newington Children's Theater Company.
Theater Company originally started in 1963. So we are the longest nonstop operating children's theater in the States.
And you know, the roots of Channel 14 and Channel, which was 32 initially, came from people from the Newington Community Theater. They came over and started this whole thing way back when. So there's always that connection.
Correct.
But it's nice to see that the Children's Theater's been going. And this Willy Wonka was this past weekend, and also it's the coming up weekend, right?
Correct. We have 5 shows coming up, 1 on Friday, 3 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday at Wallace.
Now, and there's 120, how many children in this?
Almost 140 children.
On stage at once.
Well,
no.
That is split into 2 casts. But there's about 50 to 60 kids at certain points on stage at the same time, depending on the cast.
So then Audrey and Bella, you're not the only ones that play Veruca and Violet.
No.
No.
So
Yeah.
there's
3 others that play our part besides us.
Really?
Yes.
But how many? And there's 10 shows,
10 shows altogether.
and you get to be in 4 of them, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, that's terrific. But you were going to say something.
No.
No, okay. So now, how about you, Bella? How many shows have you been in?
Too many to count.
Over
That's
20,
it.
yeah.
Like
That's
over
it.
20, about.
Huh?
Over 20.
Really?
Wow.
Now, how often does Newington Children's Theater do shows?
So we generally do 4 big productions during the school year. One of them plus a talent show, and we also try to do a teen show. And then we have 4 summer programs for camps that are full-scale productions also, and a teen show. And then we also have smaller one-act shows, workshops. So we do anywhere between 20 and 25 productions throughout the year.
But when you say children's theater, how old are the oldest kids? How young are the youngest
The
kids?
youngest kids are 5.
Okay.
We call them our littles.
Okay.
And then we have throughout the school year up until about high school age.
Yeah.
And then we do the 2 older shows. We do a summer show. We have more college students participate in that one.
You ever bring in like adults to play any roles, or do you have the kids that are able to play that?
No, the children do all the roles.
Wow.
We are
Okay.
a true children's theater.
Now, do you memorize your lines too?
Yes.
Really? That's tough.
What do you do if you forget a line when you're on stage? Is there a prompter off in the wings?
Line!
You're supposed to make it up. Yeah, you're supposed to improv. So
Okay.
you have to know about the scene and then make something up that goes with it.
I know I've done a lot of theater. I love. There's nothing like live theater. It's the best. It's so much fun. And especially when you have to memorize the lines and blocking, so you know where you're walking and where to stand and what to do, right? So now, is there any music in this show, Willy Wonka?
It is a musical.
Oh, it is.
So
Yeah, there's a lot of music.
Yeah, and I know because we played some music, I think, at the radio station. We played, what was that song that we played?
Pure
in it?
Imagination.
What?
Pure Imagination.
Pure Imagination. Now, do you girls sing together in shows, or are there a lot of children
For
singing?
some parts we sing
Some
together.
parts.
Now, do either one of you do solos?
Yes. Yeah, we both.
Oh, good. So
They
that
each
means
have a solo.
we can hear a little bit tonight.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Now, okay. So now, for instance, what song do you sing solo?
I sing I Want It Now.
I Want It Now.
Yes.
I Want It Now. Is that chocolate that you want the chocolate now, or what is I Want It Now?
An Oompa Loompa, a pink candy boat, and a squirrel. That's all I want. And then like more.
Okay.
There's just tons of things I want.
Okay, those are all the things that you want.
Yeah.
And what about you? What song do you sing?
Chew It. It's about how I love chewing gum, and then when I chew a kind of gum that Willy Wonka tells me not to, then something happens.
Okay. If you're just joining us right now, this is a new program that we're doing about theater here on NCTV.
Yes.
It's the mayor and I are just sit back and let people talk about theater. Newington Children's Theater has been around since 1963.
Correct.
And usually you do your shows over on North Mountain Road, right?
Correct.
But this one's so big you're at Wallace, right?
Right. We are at Wallace last weekend and this weekend. We sold out within a day of our regular space at the theater. So Wallace was kind enough to rent us their space, and we are extremely grateful for that.
No, so yeah, and you have, what, 5 more shows left?
5 more shows.
Okay, and when are the days and the shows and all that?
So we have a show on Friday night coming up.
This Friday, which is the 8th.
8th.
Okay.
Yep. On Saturday the 9th, we have a show at 10, at 2, and at 7.
Wow.
So 3 shows. And on Sunday, the 10th,
Yep.
we have a show at 2 o'clock.
Wow.
Okay.
That's amazing.
That's our final show.
Now, are there any songs that you two sing together?
Not fully.
Not fully. We have.
Do you have like a
something
cast
prepared.
song that you can sing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you go maybe just like, just give us maybe a few seconds?
Okay.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're going to do it? Let me give you a countdown?
Sure.
Okay, now you don't have to look at us. You're going to look at that camera right over there. Don't pick a
No,
camera.
the one with the red
Look,
light.
look at Dr. Rosencrantz over there.
Okay.
Say you see him over here?
Yes.
Not me, guys. There we go.
That one.
Okay.
There we
There we
go.
go. Okay, so we'll give you a little countdown. So when I say 3, you'll go, okay?
Okay.
All right, now, just for those of you tuning in now, these young ladies are stars of actually Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. That was it right there. And you're looking at the young lady in red is Bella, and she plays Veruca. Bella Longo, right?
Yes.
That's your last name, okay. And I'm right next to her. Audrey, how do you say your last name?
DeFrancesco.
Oh, DeFrancesco. I'll make sure she gets that right. And you play Violet. Okay, and what's the song you're going to sing?
We're singing a part of our finale.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so look at that camera over there
Okay.
and go in 3, 2, 1, action.
There is a problem with lots of our youth. Not everybody likes telling the truth. Telling the truth starts a beautiful buzz. Isn't it nice when someone does? It could be contagious.
That was incredible.
Bravissima.
Very, very, very nice. Now, you young ladies have a plan. Are you going to keep doing musical theater, or do you want to do drama? Do you want to do comedy? Do you want to do it all?
I want to be in a movie or something like that.
Yeah.
You want to be in a movie?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's
keep
the next
acting.
step.
Just keep acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what about your mom's really good? Because your mom is here too, right? Your mom is behind the scenes, right? Okay. Mrs. DeFrancesco, I'm not sure which way
There she
she's.
is. We see
Yeah.
her.
Oh yeah, there she is. Okay. And so are you ladies both like what do they call stage door mothers or backstage mothers or yes?
Stage
Okay.
mothers.
Stage mothers. Okay. So but these are things that obviously the girls want to do, and you bring them to auditions and stuff.
Yeah.
Now you had mentioned, I think, Audrey, that you'd like to do something at the Bushnell, right? Was it when they do their Christmas show? I think they cast for children locally, don't they? I'm not sure. I think maybe Nutcracker they used
The
to do that.
Nutcracker, yeah.
And
yeah,
I'm
a lot
not
of-
sure about Christmas
I've
Carol.
been to the Nutcracker at the Bushnell just once in my life, thank you. But yes, there were lots of children in
And you
it.
must watch the newspaper all the time for auditions, right?
I'm sure the girls do, but they love Newington Children's Theater.
Yeah.
So
So they're gonna be
Well,
staying
it's
here
got-
for a while.
It's
Yes,
got quite
it's
the
super fun.
reputation.
Yeah.
So
What did you say?
It's super fun.
It's super fun.
Yes.
Now, have either one of you done smaller plays, or are they always musicals, or what?
We've done a couple that weren't, like Charlotte's
Yeah,
Web.
I did
wasn't.
Charlotte's Web, what we both did,
yeah.
and it wasn't a musical. I was Fern and she was
Baby Wilbur, because
Yeah.
I was like smaller.
Wow. So now, what's the next show that you have planned?
So the next show during the summer, we have The Jungle Book coming up,
Oh.
Alice in Wonderland, Winnie the Pooh, and The Magic Tree House. The Magic Tree
Oh,
House.
I heard you, but how are you doing all these shows?
So they're about.
Do they really whip you and beat you and make you perform even when you don't want to?
You know what happens? These kids don't want to go home.
Really?
Once they're there,
We have
they
that
just
problem
want
with
to
our
move
volunteers
in.
here. It's like that all the time. Wow.
So that's our program during the summer, and then
But there's all those shows. So as soon as you're finishing one, you're into another one.
correct. So they're summer camps. So the kids are there throughout the day, for 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, and then they produce a full-scale production at the end.
Or sometimes one
we
week.
we should do something. Maybe go over there sometime
Yes,
and
we
shoot
would
some
love
video
for you
there.
to join us.
Yeah, yeah. We just go out and spend the
And this,
day.
and this is all sponsored, organized by NCTC.
Correct.
It's not a Parks and Recreation
No,
program or anything
no,
like
we
that.
are a
Completely-
nonprofit standalone
completely
organization.
independent.
Yes.
Good.
And do you do fundraisers? Or how do you
We do
make
do
your money?
fundraisers. We do a talent show in the fall.
Yep.
That's one of our fundraisers, and then we're going to be planning something big in next spring.
Okay, so now when you, where's the talent show? Is that at your North Mountain location?
In the past, it has been at North Mountain location.
Okay,
Yes.
so where are you on North Mountain?
Across from the Portuguese Club.
Is that down near the Hagemeisters or whatever that
Yes,
Russian?
just
that
a
you-
little.
Sanger bun.
Sanger Buzz. Okay.
Same side of the street, just a little further down.
Really? Boy, that's
yes.
great. Yeah.
Very easy to get to.
All right, so the show is Willy Wonka, all right?
Yeah.
And the Chocolate Factory. There's 100 and almost close to 140 children. They're all Newington children, right?
Well,
Ah,
majority of them are Newington.
oh, so
but
you don't have to be a Newington
you
resident.
don't
Can
have
you
to
surround
be a
the county?
Newington resident.
Great, great.
So we have children from West Hartford, Berlin, Wethersfield, Cromwell, Southington, all the regions, Hartford, Plainville, Bristol. So
Is there a minimum age for a child to be involved?
five.
And a maximum age?
High school.
Yeah,
But
high
beginning
school.
of high school, right?
Yeah. So we do have some shows for the older children. They tend to like that. We do have a lot of our we work primarily with volunteers. So our high school volunteers tend to do the lights, the board, a lot of the backdrops, some of the choreography. So we involve them and grow them from little ones up to the high school to love
Yeah,
theater
sure.
and be involved.
How many people on your board of directors?
Right now we have 6.
Okay, and Eric Rothhauser is here. He's kind of directing from behind the scenes.
That's
Correct.
These are people that are waving from
He's
behind
our
the
leader.
camera.
He's taking notes. That's what he's doing.
So you got 6 members on there. Are you looking for more volunteers?
We are always looking for more volunteers.
Have you got a website?
Yes, our website is www.nctcarts.org.
nctcarts.org. And I think we have information about the play. Anytime you want to promote a play, please let us know, and you can send the
Thank
stuff
you.
over
We
here.
appreciate that.
Well, you know, the thing is, you may also want to look, and Eric, I don't know if you and I spoke about it or not, but maybe doing something here about theater from time to
we
time.
would love that.
Because we train. So you met Scott Allo earlier, and we have a great crew here where if you wanted to do a show even talking about theater, we can put you bring in some people who want to volunteer. We have our meeting the last Thursday of each month, and then they'll train you how to do everything. You could even bring it over to show behind the scenes, take them backstage at one of your rehearsals.
Wow.
But we do have people.
Fun.
We would
Yeah,
probably
that would be fun.
yeah, if you get maybe 2 or 3 board members to come over with you and help out, and Mrs. DeFrancesco back there, and of course Eric, and it doesn't take much to train you, and we'll always have somebody here to help out. But I think it'd be kind of neat.
I think it would be.
That would be great.
Yeah, that would
Fun.
be really fun.
Now, Mr. Mayor, did you do any kind of acting? Were you a thespian as a child? Any shows?
In the first grade at what is now Ruth Chafee School, back then was Southeast School.
Southeast.
I played the role of Santa Claus for the Christmas play. And part of that called for kissing Mrs. Santa Claus on the cheek. Yes, that was
First
the
grade.
reaction.
How about you girls? You have to do any kissing in any of these shows yet?
No.
Nothing yet. No boys kiss you on the cheek or any of that kind of stuff, right?
So-
Okay. See, that's right. Because you're 10 now, right?
I'm 11.
You're 11. Okay, well, pretty soon.
Yeah.
Probably on your way out of here tonight. Watch out for Scott. He's always he kisses me every time. I'm only kidding. Come on now.
Jeez.
No, but that's really terrific. That's really great. You know, all those kids. Are there more boys than girls involved, or more girls than boys?
More girls than
More
boys.
girls.
Really?
Definitely.
Yeah. See, the boys. Once the boys finally find out that all the girls are over there, they're going to come
They're
back
gonna start
because they'll
coming.
do the volunteer work. They can
Yeah.
do the heavy lifting behind the scenes and all that. But yeah, I had to do a show once, and I'll never forget. And I was terrified because they said I had to kiss this girl, and I really did not want to. And you know, I was like, nope, 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 nope. And you just got to go. Okay, that's fine. But it was the girl that said to me, "Look, this is how you do it."
Oh.
Because she didn't want to make me look. She didn't want her to look bad on stage with me. And I mean, I was like, oh, all these people. But well, we wish you the best of luck. I think it's absolutely really awesome.
Thanks.
And the next show is going to be Summer Theater,
Summer Theater, but we still have Willy Wonka coming up.
and
so
there are tickets available.
There are tickets available. You can buy them at the doors, or you can buy them online.
How much are the tickets?
The tickets are $12 for adults, $10 for children and seniors.
Okay.
So very reasonable. We have great concession, great snacks.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Food there too, huh?
Oh, yes.
Make a night of it.
Yeah, I think that'd be really, really cool.
So we invite you, and we invite everyone.
Yeah, go on over and
This-
check it out.
this
Willy
weekend?
Wonka.
This weekend at the Wallace School, right?
Correct.
And the weekend is going to be the 8th, 9th, and 10th for those of you who are watching at a different date. Just finished 5 shows this past weekend, and it's there's almost 140 children, and they're doing 10 different shows. And for those of you who didn't get a chance to meet these young ladies, let's hit them up at the cameras again. Show them what they nice and tight there. Doctor, got Dr. Rosencrantz helping us. There they are. All right. Those young ladies right there, you're looking at the red, that is Bella. And Bella plays the part of Veruca, all right? That's Bella Longo. And she plays Veruca. Audrey DiFrancesco is next to her. Both of these, well, she's 10 and Bella's 11. And she's going to be playing Violet and in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So go check it out. And the website again?
www.
Yes? You didn't know I was going to surprise you.
NCTC.
Yeah?
Arts.org.
Okay.
Plus, you can find us on Facebook.
Facebook, what's your Facebook page called? Newington Children's Theater, right?
Correct.
Okay, check it out and go there. Thank you so much,
Perfect.
ladies.
Thank
All
you
right.
for having us.
Ah, wonderful to see you. All right, so just stay still there, and somebody will assist you shortly. We got a crew back there.
Yeah.
So
That was such a nice way to start the show, I thought.
well, you know, it's summertime. You know,
Yeah.
technically once we hit Memorial Day, and we want to talk about some of the fun things that are going on for the
Yeah.
summertime. And
This
this
is
is
one
certainly
of
one
them.
of them. And these little girls, I'm telling you, when I had Audrey in the studio with me, with her dad, unbelievable. I mean, she just got right in there. Chris tried to get on the mic a couple of times. She hit him with her elbow right in the
Good.
ribs, and he had to back off. You know, she's nuts, you know.
Don't mess with her, huh?
Yeah, she was looking for the light, you know. But did a great job, and I like that. Hey, did we get T-shirts? Did you get T-shirts when you go to the show?
The participants get T-shirts.
Okay, can you stand still there? Hey guys, I know we didn't plan on this, but can we get a shot of her T-shirt before she leaves? Audrey's got a really neat T-shirt on. If we got somebody that can pick that up, I know it's awful tough there. There's Dr. Rosencrantz is over there. See if we can. That's a beautiful T-shirt. It kind of says it all right there. All right, see if we.
There we go.
Oh yeah, look at that. They love when I do these last-minute changes. There you go. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Okay, break a leg. Good luck. Take care.
Thank you, ladies.
Bye-bye. Why do they say break a leg? That's when
I
you go to
don't
the
know.
town council meetings, they yell at you.
No, they throw things at town council.
They go, we'll break your leg.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Eric. Good seeing you. You guys, we have cookies out there, Vicky's out there, so feel free to sit on the other side of the room if you want and watch the rest of the program.
Pat Foley's here. Patty Foley's here.
Yeah, Patty gets it all done here. Patty was, we're talking about Patty being up on the truck Yeah.
Oh.
Patty will do anything. She's everywhere. Speaking of Patty, she did pass some nice notes along to hear some different things that we're involved in. And Patty does yeoman's work back here, and then she put all these announcements together. So I know that if I don't cover these things before the end of the program, there'll be another meeting. And just because we're volunteers doesn't mean there aren't whoopings going on. All right.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to get my
You okay?
chair unhooked here.
You sure? You okay?
Yes,
If you get electrocuted, I don't know if I could. Huh? I don't care. What are you doing?
Well, we're just going to have to be cozy the rest of the
You
night.
can pull him
That's
over,
all.
sure. Patty's going to help you out.
Oh, boy.
Hang on tight.
Uh-oh.
All right, so let's see. Thank you, generous viewership, and the gang at NCTV
All right, there we go.
for the recent
Thank you,
successful
Patty.
graduation congratulations slide fundraiser, which is currently running for the month of June on our events calendar. Go to channel 14, 16, or nctv.org if you'd like to see that. But we do want to thank you, the viewers, and everybody here at 14 for putting that together. Also, you got a call.
Well, too bad.
Okay. Also, the next fundraiser that we've got going on here, Newington Youth Ballet will be performing an original piece written by director Jane Levin on Saturday, June 23rd at Newington High School. NCTV will be shooting and selling the DVDs. To purchase a DVD, go to nctv.org. So obviously, the Newington Youth Ballet should be
I
something
didn't
I'm sure.
even know we had a ballet
I didn't either,
organization in
but
town.
Patty says we do.
Oh.
And also, there's the Connecticut Brawlers. We have
The
them here in
Brawlers.
town.
Now, the Brawlers I know.
Yep, they have an NCTV night that they're going to do at Clem Lemire. That's to benefit
Yeah.
us. And they haven't quite got the date yet, but you keep an eye on NCTV, our website and Facebook for details. All right, and got all that covered. Terrific. All right, so we're going to be live on our on this program for a little while longer. We have been having some phone issues, but if you want to call, jot this number down, 667-5814. 667-5814, and you can call in, pass the question on to our crew back there. They'll give us your question, because the phone thing has been a little crazy. You can't hear me, I can't hear you.
What about the cell phone for
Oh, yeah.
texting?
We're going to do the texting.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Give the number so people can text.
You want me to give the number?
Yes.
You can text at 860-305-9801. And you can just text the question. So if you're sitting there right now and we're live on this being the 4th of June, and you have a question, comment, concern, text it to us at 860-305-9801. 860-305-9801. It's right there on the screen. So feel free to give us a text. A lot of times that's easy. You can just dash off a few words. Vicky's in the other room watching our text. So again, text it. Text it. Everybody's got a cell phone. So
That's right.
text it to NCTV. All you have to do is 860-305-9801, and they'll pass the text question again to us through our magical monitors here. So what else is going on?
Have you taken Abby over to Mopon Park to try out the new water fountain?
Oh, they got the water fountain over there. Tell me a little bit about the water fountain.
It was dedicated, I think, last week as gift of Dr. Ellen Leonard.
Isn't she something?
She is something else.
She
I'll
put
tell
all the
you.
money up to put
That's
that
right,
there.
and it was a minimum of $5,000
For the water?
for the water and hookup and all that.
We'll have to go try it out.
And what it is, it has 3 levels. It has level for
the big
people,
dogs?
for people who can stand, a regular drinking fountain.
Oh, okay.
Lower drinking fountain if you're in a wheelchair.
Okay.
And a bowl drinking fountain down near the ground for
And
the
is it
dogs.
flowing all the time? And
No, I think you have to turn it on at some point.
Okay. Oh, that's
I didn't
great.
look that close, but we had the ribbon cutting, dedication, in between raindrops, as I recall.
Oh,
But-
really?
Yeah, but it's such a nice gesture.
Where is it located?
In front of the bathhouse,
Okay.
the pool house.
Yeah.
Yep. And just such a generous gesture on Dr. Leonard's part to
Well,
provide
and
that
she's got her
member-
dog she does therapy with.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the fountain is in memory of her first dog, whose name I think was Rhodey.
Oh, yes, Rhodey.
Rhodey,
That's
who
right.
was found in the road. And,
Yeah, she was telling us that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, she. I've been involved with the Humane Society for
Yep.
years, and she just came and did. We did a storytelling. It was like Tell Me Another Tale, TAIL.
Yeah.
And it was the Town and County Club in Hartford. And basically, she was there to tell her story. Pretty cool. That's what we do
Yeah.
here. Pretty cool.
That's right. So if you're walking your dog to Mopon Park, you've got a place for both of you to get a drink.
Come here. Did you hear? Come on. People are going to ask if you're really here. Come on.
Come
now.
on, Abby.
Come on. You have any comments you want to thank? And what's the doctor's name again?
Ellen Leonard.
I love Ellen. She's great. Do you want to thank Ellen? Do you want to thank Ellen for the? Here she is.
There we
Abby.
go.
Abby says thank you, Ellen. Right? Don't look at me. No, you got to. No, you don't. No, you don't kiss me on the nose. You got to kiss Ellen on the nose. Say thank you, Ellen. Thank you so much. I love your drinking fountain. Right? She says, listen, put me back. Uh-oh, what's over there? Who's that? Okay. All right. We have Fisher. Do we have Fisher cats in town?
Yes.
Abby, Fisher cats. Want a kitty? All right. So Abby, we'll have to go over and try out the water fountain. Thank you. Thank you, Ellen. All right, back in there. She heard Fisher cat. What are Fisher cats?
Fisher cats are, I believe they're part of the weasel family, though I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They're mostly nocturnal, mostly woodland, rather nasty.
Really?
They make loud noises at night.
So these are not cats like kitty
These
cats?
are not cats.
Mm-hmm.
And Department of Energy and Environmental Protection does indeed believe we have them in town.
Really?
And makes sense. We've had bears go through town.
How big are Fisher cats?
I don't know. I think they're about this big.
But they're going to hurt your animals.
They're going to hurt your animals. They're going to hurt you.
Really?
They're nasty.
Really?
Yeah.
And they just wander around through neighborhoods and stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, as original habitat's disturbed for
Yep.
construction or something like that, they're driven out. And I imagine now, especially with gardens being put in and food sources attracting other animals, that in turn will attract Fisher cats trying to nab them.
Now, we have the car shows coming up this month also, right? Is it the week of the
14th.
The 14th?
14th, Thursday the 14th, the
Okay.
Classic Car Show on Market Square.
That's another
Great
one.
time, great time.
Now, is that that's free to the public?
Free to the public.
And then the guys with the cars pay a certain amount to enter, right?
To enter for judging, right.
Okay, and then what? Is there something? Does that go to the chamber, the money, or what happens to the money they raise?
I thought, is it the Chamber or the Downtown Association?
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's a great one, boy.
Oh yeah, you take a look at those cars.
Yeah.
The classic car fanatics make their old cars look like they just came out of the factory, right out of the showroom.
And it's such a great Newington night, too.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, we do so many wonderful things here.
Good night. That's right.
So what else is going on? Any smut gossip? Anything that we need to be aware of? What's the summer looking like with the town council? You guys going to get a little time off, or do you keep going strong?
I don't know. We've got a meeting scheduled my first week of vacation, so my vacation will be delayed, but
Okay.
that's okay.
So you guys stay active through the summer?
Oh, yeah, unless the agenda's so light that we think we can get away with canceling a meeting. But we play it by ear every year, see how it goes.
So all of the other, does the board of ed go all summer and TPZ or?
TPZ goes. Board of Ed, I think, cuts back.
Well, they
during
should. It's
summer.
education. The schools should be out, so they should be out.
They're on vacations. Of course, we'll be continuing to be concerned with town hall renovation.
Wow. Yeah. Are we on target with that?
We seem to be. We're working on a couple of issues right now. One is parking lot for the library, because the town hall, the existing town hall front lot, is going to be blocked off because that's the site of the new town hall.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how are we going to pull this one off?
Oh, carefully. So we're working with the library to get plans and everything else down to provide a parking lot for the library.
Okay.
In the grass area between the library building and Garfield Street.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about all of our employees? Are they going to be able to still? They go to the lower lot, or?
Yeah, that would be the principal parking lot.
Okay.
Now, the other issue is, of course, what are we going to do with the school buses? And we're looking for alternate sites now.
Oh, yeah.
Because they lost half their parking, more than half their parking capability.
And now they've
with
done a
the
great
leak.
job holding them over there. But, boy, I got to tell you, hats off to those folks over there. because I helped out over there for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And I, trying to recruit. We need bus drivers, school bus drivers, part-time. Please help us out. But I thought I'd be one of the gang one morning, so we got hit with a snowstorm. I said, I'll help you clean off the buses.
Oh,
my God.
Yeah.
We need to keep all of those buses in garages somewhere because they had these like 30-foot brooms or longer that go, you got to get everything off. Don't hit the little antenna by the
Oh, that's right.
Not good at all.
That's right. That tells the world where you are,
But I tell you what, I was so impressed at the camaraderie in there. They're just an amazing, such nice people, but you don't have any idea what's involved with that. Just to learn how to drive the darn things,
you need a special license to
I
drive
think
the
you've
school
got
bus.
it's a CDL, right? Commercial driver's license?
Yeah.
And then something special with buses.
Yeah.
And the thing is too.
And your record needs to be checked.
Oh yeah. And you gotta love kids.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. Plus, especially with the stuff the part-time stuff, you're not in it for the money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay, $20 an hour, whatever. Well, I don't know what it is now, but it's not going to make you rich.
Oh, no.
You got to want to do it because you have the passion for the town and for the kids.
So, some years ago, there was
You should do it.
There was a principal who retired in Newington.
And he came back and did that?
He came back and did the school bus gig for a couple of years because he missed the kids.
See, I know you would never do it, but you have the personality to do it. The kids would have fun with you.
Oh.
I mean, it takes the patience of a saint. But my brother-in-law, Jack Morgan, he did it for like 4 or 5 years. And
Right.
He loved it. He went around and met all the kids' families
That's
and
right.
everything. And at the end of the day, it's not just a few hours. There's a commitment there.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
but
guess new head of transportation now, Dave Allen.
Dave Allen, you can't do any better than Dave.
Yeah,
We should have him in. Yep.
Dave Allen, I've known him since he was a young pup with hair.
Yeah, when he was on the Newington PD.
When he was on Newington PD, that's right. Very sharp guy.
Yeah, and personable.
And
He's
very
so
personable.
likable. Yep.
He is.
And I heard that he was over there. I said, boy, you can't, because they needed somebody special after Allen retired.
Yeah.
And there is so much of what he has to do is the PR.
Yep.
Dealing with all kinds of people.
Yep.
We had one guy call, I couldn't believe it, and Aaron Simon's done an amazing job over there in the interim. But we had some guy call, and all this guy wanted to do was yell at anybody who would let him yell. And she couldn't have been nicer. Okay, we'll look into that. The guy wouldn't let her off the phone. So it was like she passed him over to somebody else. And you know what happened? This guy got behind a special needs bus. The bus stopped. And he goes, does the parent always have to get on board the bus to help the child? You're going, special needs, buddy.
Yeah.
Cut him some slack. The parent does have to get on, does have to help. He was just mad because he, was late to something, And don't try to pass him.
Oh,
because
no.
if it happens, there's a very fast phone call to the police department because they always know.
And there are the cameras on the buses to catch you. Catch those who pass.
Oh, yeah, they see you. And I have to admit, I had one day we got a big a rainstorm.
Yeah.
And I jumped in my Jeep, and I drove around town and just kept talking to them so they knew what roads are flooded, so they could tell the bus drivers what roads to avoid.
Yeah.
And it's just like one day they had, I don't know how Aaron did it. They were looking for 4 more drivers, and we had a day when there were a few of them didn't come in one day because they were sick, and they still orchestrated it. Everybody got picked up on time, and I don't know. But I was watching, Dave Bellardo's doing a lot of work here in town also, and he had they're doing all these standard operating procedures and everything. Nobody has any idea what it takes to run a transportation department. I'm going, I thought you just get in and drive the bus around. But yeah, so are there a couple of possible locations to put it
we're
now?
working on a couple right now.
Would this be something where, we could probably put up a freestanding building that wouldn't be too hard
Well,
to build?
we're looking at the immediate need is the next 2 years construction, and that during that time, the town and the board will have the opportunity to look for long-term solutions. First thing we got to do is store them during construction.
Yep. Yeah, and and that's such a important job though for those things to be stored.
Yeah.
Because there are, so we got to make sure that they stay, nice and safe. And I think they're going to be, they're going to be. I think they're going to be doing more training on their own here too, with people that want to become drivers and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is really really good. But and of course, you know, when you how many fire trucks do you think the town of Newington has? Can you believe they were? We are so fortunate to have that, and I'm sure we need every single thing that's up there.
Well, we have the highest rating a town with a volunteer fire department can get in the insurance industry.
Really?
Yeah.
Our people are that good.
Yeah, our fire department. So that came through a couple of years ago. I was really glad to see that.
Yeah. And especially with the footprint that we have to cover here in town.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, absolutely incredible. Yeah. So now, are we going to keep going through the summer?
What the
We're doing
show?
the program.
Well, our next program is what? July 2nd.
July 2nd. Okay.
That's part of the summer.
All right. All right. Okay.
We may have to defer the first August show. I got to look at the calendar, see if.
Well, I know, and I know you like the vacation and
Yes,
stuff. But, and I know that.
I have to sit and make sure nothing happens to the surface of Lake Champlain
Oh,
for 2 weeks.
Keep an eye on it for 2 weeks.
That's my assigned
Yep.
period to watch the lake surface and make sure nothing happens to it.
You know, we've been very, very fortunate to all the work that Bill DeMeo has done, and you know, the motorcycle stuff, and all the having the parks all set. How are we looking as far as for the summertime? Is everything pretty well set up? Pools ready to go in the fields?
He's getting things ready. They're doing the training of the summer staff now. I go up there in the evenings and I see the young folks in class being trained in whatever they need to be trained
Yeah,
in.
because there's a ton of people that come in for the summer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
wild.
get those recreation programs going. Of course, they'll be run here and at the schools. And children will be brought to the pools for swimming. So yeah, and speaking of parks too, Churchill, have you seen the Rotary Pavilion?
I heard all about it.
It is beautiful. It's already started being let out for people to use.
Oh yeah.
It is a pavilion whose tables are accessible to wheelchairs. They're at the right height for that.
Wow.
So, and it's
And
such
I guess
a nice.
our Parks and Rec department's building it, right?
Yeah, the work was done in house. It was through the generosity of the Rotary Club that the materials were bought.
Yep.
And it's really a nice structure.
Well, I tell you, I am just so thrilled at all the good stuff that's going on, because a lot of times, we get boggled down. It's so easy to get worked up about the bad stuff, but there's so many good things going on. And in general, I have to admit, not a bad town. What else you got?
Well, that's what I'm looking for right now. I went to the prom.
Finally, you waited all these years.
I did.
You went to the prom.
I went to the annual spring prom at the Newington Senior and Disabled Center.
Okay.
Just a couple of weeks ago, the students of let me see if I get this name right, Hartford Magnet Trinity College Academy.
Okay.
Put it together. They provide the refreshments. They choose the music. They're the hosts and hostesses of the whole thing.
So they do it at the senior center?
Yeah.
So what is it? The kids come in and dance with the seniors, or what? Tell me.
They put the music on for the seniors to dance. I was one of the few seniors out there dancing.
Now, isn't Clark Costell's doing some stuff with them over there too, right?
He's doing the keyboard for the singing seniors.
Yep, I saw him over there practicing.
The accompanist, and in fact, he did the keyboard for the music for the Memorial Day program.
Really?
Yeah, this is the second year I think he's done it. Maybe the third year.
And of course, we got the Big K, the flea market, weather providing. Oh, yeah.
Finally,
because we missed the first three, right?
Yeah, they got rained out. They were open this past Sunday. Every Sunday. I don't want to say all summer, but it could.
No, I think they take a break in August or something.
Yeah, I think it's through the end of July. But maybe if somebody's watching, they can call in and correct me.
Yeah.
Constitution Square parking lot, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yep. And the space, I think if you want a space there, like instead of doing a tag sale in your driveway or something, you can $15 I think for a space.
Get a space there.
Yep, and go load it up, and they always get a good crowd.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not the same without Al Cohen, though, because there's no grand opening, there's no ribbon to cut, I'll tell you.
No, Al was great. 99 and a half, we lost him. Gosh, yeah, you got to come up. That's got to be coming up on the anniversary of his passing the first year. Unbelievable. What else?
That's what I'm looking for. Let's see.
Before we close out here, I want to ask if we could just take a couple of seconds here to run down our volunteers. We have with us tonight Robert Blank, and then we have Robert J. Blank, great father and son team, always helping us out here at NCTV.
Here.
Scott Allo, Vicky Rosenkrantz, Michael Delgado, Ted Rosenkrantz, Dr. Ted, always doing a great job. Great to see you here. And, we should actually have him on sometime. I know he's kind of bashful, but Dr. Ted has been over there at UConn for a long, long time and does some great work. His specialty is working with those little ones and bringing them into this world. So thank you, and it means a lot. For years, I never knew that he was a doctor. I was over there at UConn once, and they're giving me a tour, and I'm, looking, and we went through the NICU, and all of a sudden, somebody said, "Oh, you're from Newington. You must know Dr. Ted." I went, "Excuse me?" Ted Rosenkrantz. I said, "He's one of our camera guys." He said, "Oh, he's also our hero in here in the NICU." Said, he does some medicine, too. How about that? But the Rosenkrantz family has been great volunteers over here for many, many years, and we really can't thank you enough. But without the volunteers, and again, the last Thursday of each month, we have our volunteer meeting. So if you ever want to get involved, please go to our nctv.org site. I think you might be able to find the meetings there. I know the meeting in June is going to be a little bit different because we'll do an off-site, but I'm sure that's like John Donahue's backyard. So that'll be a little bit informal, but if you want to get involved, I'm sure just go to John Donahue's house. No, we better not do that. But we'll have a meeting the last Thursday of each month generally. Yeah, cool.
A couple of other things coming up. Council's looking at the solicitation and peddling ordinance now.
The peddling ordinance?
Yeah, for the door-to-door salespeople.
Are we having a problem with those?
Well, we've gotten complaints about people showing up at the door at night. So one of the things we're looking at is a cutoff time every day.
Okay.
And that's one. Improving the permit that's issued by the police department, requiring it be worn prominently and shown upon request, et cetera, et cetera. So that's there's some revisions to the ordinance. It hasn't been formally introduced yet for the public hearing, but it's in the discussion stage. So again, if people are interested, come to the council meetings, speak up.
And how often are the council meetings?
The second and fourth Tuesdays of every month.
Okay.
7 p.m.
Okay, so do you have one this Tuesday?
Yes. No, because last month had 5 Tuesdays, so tomorrow's the first Tuesday, so we get an extra week off. Yeah, every once in a while the calendar works that way. Well, a week from tomorrow, the 12th, is our next meeting.
All right, and I saw you the other night. We went to the Chamber Awards dinner, and that was marvelous.
That was good. That was good. Indian Hill Country Club, and great crowd.
Oh my gosh!
Chamber is a stellar organization.
Yep.
They got some dynamite people running it, and dynamite people, members, so.
Well, I tell you, I think we had an amazing night, and somebody had, we just got a question off the air, and I know it's probably a TPZ thing. How are we doing on the woman that was trying to do the dog sitting, or has been doing dog sitting?
It is in litigation. The town's been served papers.
Okay, so
that's all I can say on it right now.
Well, I know she's my next door neighbor.
Yeah.
And Abby, if anybody had a problem, Abby would tell you.
All right.
I was gonna bring Abby to a TPZ meeting and have her get up there and lick a few faces, and if you lick a few faces in life, it's amazing just how many things you can get done. That's our chamber member of the year, Deanna Reney. I think that's R-E-N-E-Y from Karma's Closet.
Deanna Rennie.
Deanna Reney?
Rennie.
Okay, R-E-N-E-Y. Business of the Year, Dukes of Family Funeral Home. Congratulations. Business Person of the Year, Randy Hamilton has done so much.
That's right.
Signs
He
now.
has.
Now it's Image 360.
Yep.
Yep, he was our Business Person of the Year. Public Safety, Newington Senior and Disabled Center, which was terrific to see that. Beautification Award, Keeney Manufacturing. They got that wheel outside with all the water. Special recognition went to OFI, the business furniture
on
place
Garfield Street. Yep.
And special recognition went to B&M Tree Service, because they helped out, I think, do some work over at the chamber office.
Yeah.
But you know something, it was such a great night. And to see the whole Dukes family out there,
Yes.
including, Matt and Diana's mother.
Yep.
Oh, Mrs. Dukes is amazing.
Yes.
She looked terrific. And just so many great things. Dr. Bill from Hartford Vet getting, best for animal
Bill
care.
Haynes, great guy.
Yep.
Great guy.
And you think Elm Hill got pizza?
Elm Hill's best pizza.
Yeah. Ferrari's got best appliance.
Of course.
They do a great job over there.
They know the meaning of customer service there.
Well, and I'll tell you something, to put in a really good, an honest plug for them, because I've been up there. I've had people, members of the family there.
Yep.
And, you go to these big box stores, I'll bet you're not going to do much better price-wise. And the thing is, when you do go to Ferrari's, that family, they will make sure from the moment you get it to the delivery to everything else. And then if you have a problem, you may not, but if you do, you go back to the store.
That's
Chances are
right.
you're going to go back to thank them, though.
And the thing is, the people who work there know about their products.
Oh, yeah.
You go
Yeah.
to big box,
No,
you don't know who's
no.
if what you're being told is accurate or
And
not.
and to wave the business flag, the chamber flag, if there was ever an opportunity to do it with a smaller business here in town, why not?
Absolutely.
People just want to be, cutthroat and I saved $3 and you don't know. We had a guy.
Yeah, I went to Amazon and saved $3. Wow.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, Amazon. I wanted to mention for people who don't know it, and I think sometimes we take it for granted. If you try to do a deal online with Amazon, well, not necessarily, but let's say a private, somebody is selling something like on eBay. You want to buy a bicycle or you want to get a computer or whatever.
Craigslist.
And you're concerned, Craigslist, right? And you're concerned about who that person may be. Come right down here to the Newington Police Department. They have a special area there.
Bob Newbold was the one who sponsored the internet trading parking place right in the rear lot of the town hall.
Yep.
And it's marked and it's monitored by the parking lot cameras at the police department.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
and I have seen people use it, so that's good.
But especially when you're going to meet somebody. I wonder if you could do that for dating. Yeah, you meet somebody at Match.com and I'll meet you in a parking lot at the police department.
I'll try it next time I get it. Next time I'm not
Next time
swiped, I'm swiped the wrong way or whatever.
I'll hear about that one, Steve.
Oh.
Steve Clark. I think. Hey, Steve, here's an idea. If you do Match.com, can we meet in the parking lot? You got a good date if they're willing to go to the police station to meet you. Either that'll be a little bit hesitant
Promise
about
them
you.
ahead of time they're not there to bail you out for the date.
No. I saw that. I was like, this could be interesting. But yeah, congratulations. And again, a lot of good stuff coming up for this summer. And I think, all I can say is, we need your help here at Channel 14. Did you cover everything?
Almost.
We got a few more things.
One more thing. One thing we're looking at as a council, no decisions yet. We're taking a look at a program where we'd use pink bags to recycle clothing, shoes, and accessories. It would go out on recycling day, your blue barrel day. You'd put whatever in the pink bag. A private firm comes by, picks it up, leaves off spare bags for you.
No kidding.
And the town, in turn, would get maybe $20 for every ton of fabric leather that was turned in.
Really?
So East Hartford signed on, Rocky Hill has signed on. That's how I learned about it, through meetings involving Rocky Hill Mayor and myself.
Is that a bag? How big is that bag?
This is about as big as a big trash bag.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And as I said, it's just under consideration right now. We're taking a look at the program, getting involved in it.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Again, second and fourth Tuesdays, speak up.
And what's the signage on here?
I don't know. It's probably free.
Let your clothing be loved again.
Yeah,
It's
it'll
great.
either be recycled or cleaned and taken to a place like Savers or Salvation Army or something like that. Saves you the trouble. I know I've got a bag full of stuff that's still by the door. I haven't gotten it out of the house yet. So
And you know, it's amazing how many people, even furniture, like, you know, what is that, Heart Springs or something?
Yeah.
They come around and they pick up stuff at your
Yep.
house. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta. Everybody knows me knows that I have a hard time saying goodbye.
For somebody who has stuff to get rid of and can't really work up the energy to drive to Savers or Salvation Army or whatever, this would work
Would
fine.
this be weekly?
It would be bi-weekly.
Yeah. Same days when we do recycle?
It will be following the recycling truck.
Okay. Okay.
If you got something out there, if you got a pink bag out there, they'll stop, they'll pick it up, leave a couple of more empty bags for you, and move on to the next house. And so that's how it is.
Can't get any better than
Again, you know, it's something we'd like to hear about. I know my description has been necessarily brief because we have only 2 minutes to go, but
Where do they find out more about this?
stay tuned on the council meetings, because
Okay.
that's where we'll be discussing it.
Now, I know you're still doing the meetings weekly, right? Where do you have your meetings for
At
people who want to come see
Senior
you?
Center, Thursday mornings, 9 to 10. In my office in the town hall, Thursday evenings, 5:30 to 6:30. But check the town website before heading out, because sometimes at the last minute I have to change the schedule.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so,
So it's pretty good. And it's over at the Senior and Disabled Center
Yeah.
in the morning?
yep,
What time again?
9 to 10.
9 to 10. Okay, terrific. And of course, we're getting ready. We've got we have elections coming up, don't we? Don't we?
We have primaries coming up in August for state offices and one local office. Looks like we may have a primary for the Republican Registrar of Voters
Oh, really? Okay.
endorsement. Yeah, and then the election comes up in November.
Okay. And then we have Paul Doyle is going for another position.
Paul is going for Attorney General. He didn't get the Democratic nomination, so
He's got a petition.
he may be primarying.
Okay. And then I guess Tony Guerrero is going for Paul's old position,
He's
right?
going for a state senate, 9th district.
Okay. Now, will Gary go against somebody? Or how's that?
Gary's going against somebody named Gary Turco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the 27th
Okay.
district. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So
that ought to be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a little bit lively over there. It's good to
Oh
do that.
yeah. Yeah.
But you're still in for another year, right?
I'm in until November of 2019.
All right. Well, nice to see that you're hanging in.
Oh yeah.
They certainly they've made it
Or
exciting
just
for you.
hanging, you know.
They certainly do. Well, listen, again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And please, if you have any questions or any concerns, you can always send us a note. Talk to the mayor at nctv.org. Talk to the mayor at nctv.org. You can send a note there, send an email. Happy to do that. Feel free to text us at 860-305-9801. You can always send a question to that text, and we can follow up on that for you. Our next show will be on July 2nd at 7 o'clock. So if you want to definitely get anything to us before then. And don't be afraid to send us a note at nctv.org if there's something else you'd like to see. And Mayor and I are always looking for new ideas, fresh ideas, any
That's right.
comments or concerns. You know, always do that.
Don't feel free to call him at home at night and talk to him with your suggestions.
Yeah, and you can always find the mayor anywhere around town. If there's an event going on, I'll tell you something, though. Between you and Gary,
Yeah.
I never go to anything where I don't see one of you or both of you there.
We try and
So
get out.
we certainly do appreciate that.
Well,
All right.
Our pleasure, our privilege.
All right. He's your Mayor, Roy Zartarian. I'm Steve Parker. Have a happy Father's Day and anything else that's going on in June. And we'll see you next time on NCTV 14, which will be July 2nd. Again, thanks to all of our volunteers this weekend. Willy Wonka, all right, over at John
That's
Wallace
right.
School. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.